My dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I am Ghulam Sanwar, and today I am going to discuss one of the very important topic of grammar. It is for 6th, 7th and 8th class students, and you know, very simple this topic, that is question formation. Why I have chosen this topic for you? Because this topic we generally need in speaking. You know, when you are in the class and sometimes you, my students, you want to put a question to a teacher but you feel shy. No doubt in your mother tongue you know what you are going to ask, and in Urdu you are going to ask. That is true, but sometimes you feel very disturbed when the teacher tells you just to put the question in English. So I'll give you a way, very simple way, how you can be able to frame different questions, and very simple way is there. That's why I have chosen this topic for you. Okay, and I hope that this will help you not only in framing or forming the questions, but how you can speak things fluently. Okay, and this is for 6th, 7th and 8th. That's why I even sometime can discuss the things in translation method I can use, Urdu I can use, or sometimes maybe if I need to discuss the things I can even use my mother tongue, that is Kashmiri. Okay, so that you will feel easy to learn. When I talk about these questions, you know, there are many types of questions that start with WH. These are all called as WH questions. Why so? Because these questions start with WH words. For example, who, what, which, when, where, whose, etc., even how sometimes. Okay, and this is one type of questions that you find. Then there are, you know, you might have heard about primary auxiliaries. What are auxiliaries in English? Okay, these will help you definitely in framing up questions. For example, let me give you a chart. If I talk about primary auxiliaries, these auxiliaries have three types, primary auxiliaries. One is, we call it as do form, do, then does, and we write it as past did. Then there is have form, we write even has, that we use with different persons, and then its past form we use had. Then in English we have another form, that is be form. I will tell you, this be form has, it is 7 forms, more 7 forms. Is, am, are, was, were, and we write even been and being. So including be, these are 8. Why I have written this? Because these help us in framing of questions generally, and not only that, these auxiliaries help us not only in framing of questions but in framing of the statements into negative. That's very important. And the tenses. For example, if we are talking about present continuous or present progressive tense, you will use these is, am, we use is, am, are, was, were accordingly as per the tense. Then when we use present perfect or past perfect, we use have and has or had with different persons, that we know. But this is very important as per our questioning is concerned. This is very easy, this type of these auxiliaries, because for example, if I write here, he is playing cricket. If I ask you to frame a question, you will easily, draw this is out, and we will write in the beginning. We will start a question with these auxiliaries. Is he playing cricket? I am reading a book. Am I reading a book? Like that. So a question starts with, when we start a statement with these, and this is very easy. But when sometimes the sentences are written in present or past, present perfect or past perfect. We use have, has or had. For example, I have a book. Have I a book? He hasn't completed his work yet. Has he not completed his work yet? So very easy, we will just, what we do, we write these auxiliaries first and then so on and so forth, a question is framed there or formed there. But very important thing to know is about this do, does and did. अगर बेटे इंग्लिश में ये डू, डज और डिड ऑक्सिलरीज, प्राइमरी ऑक्सिलरीज नहीं होते, आपको मालूम होगा कि इंग्लिश में कुछ सेंटेंसेस जो प्रेजेंट सिंपल या पास्ट सिंपल टेंसेस होते हैं, उनको जब हमने नेगेटिव में लिखना होता है और उनको जब हमने क्वेश्चन फॉर्मेशन में बनाना होता है, तो इनका बहुत जरूरी काम है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, I'll write a simple sentence here. I play cricket. Okay? Or Rashid plays volleyball. I have written here two sentences. I play cricket. So you do not find any auxiliary here. Here you will not find is, am, or, and was. So students feel a little bit difficulty. So what we do, we generally use these auxiliaries, do, does and did, when sentences are written like that. For example, just I'll add do here, do I play cricket, so it becomes a question. Rashid plays cricket. See now here, Rashid plays cricket. Here is the word does. So with third person singular, that is when there is a name or there is a pronoun, he, she or it, we generally use does. Does Rashid play cricket? So what we see here, very important to note, here it is plays, here it is play. So when we use does to form a question, we do not write S form with the verb. That's very important. Does Rashid play volleyball? So what we learn here, that we use do. With what are the pronouns that we generally use? I, you, we and they. So with these pronouns we use do. And where do we use does? We use does with he, she and it or any personal singular name. There we use does. But when जब एक सेंटेंस सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस में होगा और जब यही सेंटेंस किस में होगा, जब ये पास्ट में होगा, तो क्या होता है? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई प्लेड क्रिकेट. आई प्लेड क्रिकेट. नाउ इफ आई आस्क यू, मैं आपको बताऊं, इसको क्वेश्चन बनाइए. Frame a question. We do not find any auxiliary here. So for this purpose, you see, played is here a verb written in past form. Okay, but while framing a question, take in mind here I have already written auxiliary did. So I write a sentence: did I play cricket? Now what happens? Generally, students do wrong. When they use did, they sometimes use past form with it. So that's incorrect in English. So आपको क्या याद रखना है, जब भी कभी आप did देखोगे सेंटेंस में, तो माइंड इट सेंटेंस पास्ट है. तो उस वक्त क्या है, जो वर्ब फॉर्म होता है वो हम प्रेजेंट में लिखेंगे. मिसाल के तौर पर, इफ आई राइट अ सेंटेंस, आई वेंट देयर. I went there. This is the second form of verb, that is sentence is written in past tense. शाबाश, मैं आपको बताता हूं कि इसको आप क्वेश्चन फ्रेम करिएगा. शाबाश, ट्राई. नो, डू इसमें नहीं आएगा. Why? Because no doubt we use do with I, that is true, but here the sentence is past. I have already told you, when a sentence is in present tense, we have to write do, but when it is past, we write did with every person, whether it is first person singular, first person plural, second person or third person singular or plural. You know, with all the persons we use did. But only thing that we have to keep in mind is that we have to write it what verb must be in present tense. So did I go there? Did I go? See here. Here it is went, here it is go. So we have written it here in first form. Did I go there? He went there. Did he go there? They went there. Did they go there? So go is the first form of went. So when we use did, we have to use first form of verb, this verb in the sentence, in the tense. This is the use of, so this is the first use. The second use is that if these auxiliaries, अगर ये auxiliary नहीं होते, फिर ये sentence ऐसे लिखे होते, हम नेगेटिव नहीं बना सकते हैं अगर ये नहीं होते. मिसाल के तौर पर I play cricket and रशीद plays volleyball. ओके, मैं क्रिकेट खेलता हूं, रशीद जो है वॉलीबॉल खेलता है. अब आपको क्या कहना है? मैं वॉलीबॉल नहीं खेलता हूं, रशीद क्रिकेट नहीं खेलता है, वाइस वर्सा. सो अगर मैं आपको बताऊंगा, इसको आप नेगेटिव बनाएंगे. शाबाश. आई प्ले क्रिकेट. अब इसको नेगेटिव, I, you cannot say I play not cricket. No, I do not play cricket. So here we have used this do, because I have already told you that where we can use this do. I do not play cricket. I do not play volleyball. Okay? Rashid plays volleyball. अब आपको यह बताना है कि रशीद क्रिकेट नहीं खेलता है. हाँ, बताइए, ट्राई कीजिए. रशीद वॉलीबॉल नहीं खेलता है, इसको आप ट्रांसलेशन कीजिए. यस, नो नो, रशीद डू नॉट, बल्कि हम कहेंगे रशीद डज नॉट, क्योंकि मैंने आपको कहा कि थर्ड पर्सन के साथ हम डज का इस्तेमाल करते हैं. रशीद डज नॉट प्ले क्रिकेट. रशीद डज नॉट प्ले क्रिकेट. रशीद प्लेज वॉलीबॉल. सो here we need to write do and does with the negative. If I write now this, I did not play cricket. Okay, I did not play volleyball, like that. So we use these do, does and did with the negatives also when a sentence is in what? In present simple or past simple form. Okay, then there we have WH questions. I have not shown you the way. There are different tricks. For example, let me give you, I will write a sentence first here. Let me rub it off and I will write a sentence. A teacher or a student can even sometimes translate the things into English of his own. You know why? There is a trick. There is a trick. I will write a sentence here. Let me write it here. Sentence is like this. The DSEK, what does this mean? This is an abbreviation. The Director School Education Kashmir, okay, arranged, 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 TELECLASSES, teleclasses. I can write here two words, arranged as well as ARRANGES, arranges, because this is a continued process. We can write even arranging, but see, I have written here two verbs, arranged and arranges. Teleclasses, to teach and reach, to teach and reach, to teach and reach the students of every grade, the students of every grade, in every corner of JKUT, in every corner of J and K UT. Now see, here is a sentence, and how our meaning is clear, हमारा जब हम कोई सेंटेंस पढ़ते हैं हमारे किताब में 6th 7th और 8th के जनरली हम आपको ट्रांसलेशन बताते हैं, लेकिन मुश्किल आती है हमें इस बात पे कि अगर हम क्वेश्चन बनाने की इसका सोचे तो हमें ट्रांसलेशन मेथड जो है ना इंग्लिश इनटू इंग्लिश आसान बन जाएगा और हमें समझ भी आएगा। अब क्या है, यहां से मैं इफ आई आस्क यू टू फ्रेम ए क्वेश्चन, कैन यू? यस, ओके, यू हैव गिवन ए क्वेश्चन फॉर दिस वर्ड for teleclasses. Now I will show you the method. Then you will try yourselves for some sentences. For example, I will give you one example. This DSEK, this should be the answer of our question. The question जो हम सवाल बनाएंगे ना, आप जो सवाल बनाएंगे तो उसका जो जवाब आना चाहिए वो द DSEK डायरेक्टर स्कूल एजुकेशन आना चाहिए। यानी जरा आप कोई अपने मदर टंग में बताइए सवाल क्या आएगा। यस, कौन ये टेली क्लासेस अरेंज करता है? गुड। हु, क्वेश्चन नंबर अमान, हु अरेंजेस? आई कैन राइट इवन अरेंज्ड इन पास्ट टेंस, बट पहले यहां पर देखो, हु अरेंजेस दीज TELE टेली क्लासेस। तो इस सवाल का जवाब मैं यहां पे लिखूंगा द DSEK। लेकिन अब ये है, अब ये वाला जो है इसके दो क्वेश्चन बनेंगे, अरेंजेस एंड अरेंज्ड। पहले हम अरेंजेस के बारे में सवाल बनाएंगे क्योंकि सवाल का जवाब जो आना चाहिए दैट शुड कम एज वर्ब अरेंज्ड और अरेंजेस। यहां तो हमने ठीक दे दिया है, जरा इसका क्वेश्चन आप बनाइए, क्या बताएंगे आप? शाबाश। व्हाट, अगर ये बनाएंगे क्योंकि थर्ड पर्सन सिंगुलर में और इस प्रेजेंट टेंस में, व्हाट डज आवर वर्दी डायरेक्टर स्कूल एजुकेशन डू? व्हाट डज ही डू? व्हाट डज ही डू? So it means arranges. He arranges. I'll even write here. अगर हम लिखेंगे did, what did he do? What did he do? So वहां पर हमें क्वेश्चन का जवाब आएगा यहां पे arranged, जो अभी मैंने लिखा, क्योंकि पास्ट टेंस में है। The third question is, ये आप जो हम सवाल बनाएंगे ना उसका जवाब आना चाहिए टेली क्लासेस। शाबाश, जरा आप कोशिश कीजिए, अपने आप में डिस्कस कीजिए। हमारे सवाल का जवाब जो है ना टेली क्लासेस आना चाहिए। सो व्हाट डज ही अरेंज और व्हाट डिड ही अरेंज? आई एम गिविंग यू हियर टू क्वेश्चंस। पहले मैं लिखूंगा व्हाट डज ही अरेंज। What does he arrange? You can even write for, or what does he arrange? He arranges teleclasses. Very good. Now, to teach and reach. To teach and reach. Can you make a question for this phrase? To teach and reach. There should be a proper question for this. इसके लिए आप सवाल बनाइए. To teach and reach. Why did he arrange? Why did he arrange? Now see, why does मैं लिखूंगा does क्योंकि arranges मैं लिखूंगा, उसके लिए did आएगा. Why does he arrange? To teach and reach. Now, here is one more. That is, the students should be the answer. The students. शाबाश, कोई भी सवाल जो आप खुद भी बना सकते हैं. Students should be the answer. Who get benefited from these classes? या who does, मैं लिखूंगा यही क्वेश्चन, who get benefited? So you can say the students. The students. Okay. Now, here of every grade. One more question. Of every grade. Please the answer of your question should come of every grade. Which grade of students get benefited? Which grade of students get benefited of every grade? Now, one more question, that is, in every corner, this should be the answer of your question. Where do the students get benefited? Where did the students get benefited? Where did or where do? If I take arranges, then do. If I take arranged as verb, then did. Where do these students get benefited? So you can write here, in every corner of J and K UT. Now here is a beauty. I have written this sentence here up to this. Now if you read this sentence from here, from beginning to end, you will find their coherence. No word is left. जरा देखिए, आप खुद भी चेक कीजिए, जरा ये पढ़िए, शाबाश, हाँ मैं पढ़ूंगा आपके लिए. The Director School Education Kashmir arranged or arranges teleclasses to teach and reach the students of every grade in every corner of the J&K UT. Now here from this to this, no word is left, and this is one way that how we can be able to frame a question to a sentence and how we can understand the things. So for you there are very simple sentences. I will give you example of 2-3 sentences. I think you please note this. This is very important. This will help you. Not only in framing the questions but in speaking things, because here you will find here 2 habits. One, how you can be able to speak, how you can be able to use which, when, where and how, and then there how you can be able to write things. Now some examples from this. You know there are tag questions also. What are these question tags? These are when there we find there are yes or no type questions, tag questions and other rhetorical questions, but I don't want to give name. I want to show you here practically. See, I'll write here Junaid wrote a letter. The method that I gave you, Junaid, one answer, there should be the question, and the other, and so it means 3 questions you have to frame. Who wrote a letter? Junaid. Who wrote a letter? Junaid. What did he write? Very important question for you. What did he write? A letter. So यहाँ पे what did he do? What did he do? So I will write the once again. Okay, time is limited, but let me tell you. Who wrote a letter? Junaid. So one, Junaid. What did he do? He wrote. And what did he write? A letter. So mind it. You can write the sentences like that. Our teacher teaches us English. Now question, frame a question likewise. Our teacher, who teaches us English? Our teacher. You can even write the name. And what does he do? He teaches. And what does he teach? He teaches us English. So like that you can frame questions, and this is the very simple way you can keep in mind and frame different types of questions. Now when I talk about tag questions, there when the statement is positive, we make a negative tag. For example, we work hard, don't we? We work hard, don't we? we must stay at home. We mustn't we? Like that. They should play to keep themselves fit. Shouldn't they? Like that. So when the statement is positive, we have to write the negative tag, and when the statement is negative, we have to use the positive tag. This is how we can frame different types of questions and how we can be able to learn things, to write things. Thank you very much, and I hope that you might have understood the topic. Thank you very much.